Bell has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the splat.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing easy. Opposite.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sproles. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Sunday. 81.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Wentz now to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 56.
Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 57 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check.
Now Kamara. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Break it down, fellas, break it down. 0-2.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Sproles, the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Wentz to throw. This one complete to Sproles. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss play, Kamara. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready. 5-8.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Flushed out right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
54, Hang in there now. Kill.
Toss play to Sproles. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Exit.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A run, it's Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Bravo.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Empty. Switch it. Protein spill. 46 down, man. 5 points.
Hey, high 7. Bunch.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check out.
Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deeper. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
bombers. Repeat jet bomber. Straight 15. Straight 15.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Switching gears for a second, Charles, this last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, let's go.
53, check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
53. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. Check 37. Check 37.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
You ain't doing nothing
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
56 the mark, boys. 56. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Kill.
80 weapons.
Mike, 56 right there.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my as this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week one was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week two, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise, because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
Fights through and now a crease. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 36, Breeze throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Hey, switch gears. He's coming. We got number 3.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and lead things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
13.
Throwing now is Breeze. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Time to ground it out now with Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Kill. 50 seconds, right? I'm going to run you over. You're good. Right forward, ready.
Hey, Delta.
Ready, take.
Here's Breeze to throw. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Over. Sammy.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come.
Hey, empty.
Throwing now is Wentz. That is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Rolling to his right. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st down, Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Sproles. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run with Howard, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One final try here for Breeze. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game